Hi, it's Amy with Little Car Lifestyle. I haven't seen you in a long time, so it's nice to be back. I've actually been off camera for pushing 8 months, and a lot has happened in my life, hence the hiatus, the break. So I just wanted to catch you up on what's going on. But first of all, to remind you, Little Car Lifestyle is about me and my experiences living part-time in a little Honda Fit, my mini RV, and then also working with trying to find order and beauty and serenity and just an aesthetically pleasing way of living, fulfillment and enjoyment in this small space. So it's beautiful living in an affordable living in a small space. And so what I've been working on in previous videos is to have a defining moment where we talk about a word and a concept and how to apply that. But this time around, because I'm coming back after a break, it's just going to be a catch-up of what's going on, because I think upcoming videos will in fact talk more about the things that I've dealt with, and I will plan on posting videos from the time when I've been gone. But right now, there won't be those traditional things in this one because it's just an update and a hello and nice to see you all again moment. So where have I been? Well, the last video I posted was February 15th of 2021. And actually, I was in a position where I had been traveling across America. I put in 8,000 miles, and the last place was going to the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous with Suzanne and Bob and other wonderful people I met there, which had been a goal. And I came back from that having already arranged with my son that we would share an apartment so that I could drop that high expense of my apartment while I took this sabbatical. So I ended up in a position where I actually was living in one bedroom, and that's where I'm at right now, in the one bedroom that I call my own in the apartment that I share with my son. So that was at the end of February that I moved, and I decided if I was going to go, the time was then and now, and I actually did it. Woohoo! I went to Costa Rica. I found a lovely Airbnb with a woman who's my lifetime friend now, Ines, and I had a great time taking Spanish classes at Intercultura in Heredia and in Samara, Costa Rica. Shout out to all my friends there, and had a dream come true of experiencing a culture and improving my Spanish skills and doing a lot of independent things that I'd wanted to. So I was there till the very end of June. I was home maybe 2 weeks, and then I took off and flew out to see my parents, where I lived in a one bedroom scenario again. And by the way, when I was in Costa Rica, I had one bedroom. I rented a bedroom from Ines. I did laundry downstairs. I ate downstairs sometimes, but mostly it was a little lifestyle, a little car lifestyle, just like I'm living now, just like I live in my Fit. So I hope to have some videos or pictures that I can post about those experiences. But then I took off in an airplane to see my parents out west, and I ended up spending almost a month with them, staying in the bedroom that I occupied when I graduated from high school. So I didn't have a car, and I spent a lot of time just chatting with them and sharing with them, and then I was back here for August. And during the time that I was with them, I decided to try teaching online, since I have been an English teacher and a Spanish teacher. And so I started working for a company called Cambly, and I'm tutoring online. And that's been really good because it has allowed me to bring in some income without committing myself to a full-time job or something that makes me need to, I guess, buy professional clothing and go out there and spend a lot of time running around the community or doing the kinds of things that I was doing in social work. And so it fit in very well with my time to sort of decide what I wanted to do and what would be coming up next. So During the months of August and September and now into October, I've been whew, learning all the ins and outs of basically being my own boss, setting up a schedule, learning how the software works, how best to communicate with people. It's been interesting and nerve-wracking at times, but I can definitely say I enjoy it, and that's cool because I left teaching. I was home with my children and did homeschooling, but then I went into social work and to home health care, and so this is sort of a plug-in back to teaching. So that's cool. And now I've been in this sabbatical, and I'm still really in a decision-making time. I have looked for a few different jobs in the professional fields I'm trained for. Um, Teaching English as a second language with a community center and working as a home health advocate with CVS pharmacies and applying for jobs in hospitals and this and that. And I've been praying and looking for guidance as to how I can work and support myself without going into the craziness that I left. 92-hour work weeks, non-stop stress. I don't want that again. So I'm really in a position where I need to decide what I'm going to do. Am I in fact going to stay with the low stress and the flexible schedule and the control I have in teaching online or doing other things the way I am now, but very low pay and therefore very limited options as far as housing or what I can do, insurance, that sort of thing? Or am I going to go back into my professional life full-time, part-time? And if so, what am I going to do with that? Am I going to get an apartment again? Am I going to actually live out of my car and save my money, since I'm in a position where I have no retirement savings and it's just me now, instead of the way it used to be when I was married. So these are questions that I'm praying about and I'm looking into, and I'm not in a big hurry. There have been a lot of closed doors. I have looked into a lot of different options, and most of them have been no, no. But I'm learning to trust God and see His direction in things and see this as a blessing, just a direction. And I also am getting used to the idea of having less, and the idea that I need to get rid of more things as I go, and that my lifestyle is in fact going to change. There are lots of cool things that have opened up. I mean, if I stay this way, teaching online like this, I can travel, I can do this work from anywhere. If I go back into professional work, I can help a lot of people. And that's something that's near and dear to my heart. If I go back into the professional scene as a social worker and I live in my car or live in a very simple way, I can save money. I can get some retirement savings. I might be able to purchase a different vehicle for full-time living when I can retire, etc. I could travel. I can donate money to different causes that I think are important. So I have lots of things that are still up in the air, but this sabbatical, this time off, has allowed me to study professionally and also to experience a lot of different things and learn to be independent. And I've spent a lot of time speaking with God, enjoying nature, learning what I can do on my own, and I guess finding out that I enjoy my own company and I don't really need a whole lot in life to be happy and to have my needs met. So those are very valuable lessons that I carry with me. Now, in the future here, I have been deeply thoughtful about where I should go and what I should do. I don't have much in the way of savings left, so I'm trying to live on the little that I'm earning now, but I will have to change my lifestyle even more so if I'm going to be able to live without savings and just live on what I'm bringing in through my online tutoring. So I'm really seriously be considering been considering, so how do I set up my vehicle um, to actually be a digital nomad and to work out of my car? And how can I arrange my vehicle so that I can live comfortably and not be noticed or bothered while I do that? So that changes the whole game, and like upsets the plans and the outlines and the like divisions I had for my vehicle beforehand. Also, I've thought about tent living, and I've had some experiences and tried some of that out during the summer. So I have thoughts about that I've and decisions I've made about that. Certainly insights that I will throw into the mix of decision making. And I've thought about different vehicles and looked into what might work and what might not work. So that can be a whole other video, but certainly something that I think that can be helpful to people about the thought processes involved in, you know, making decisions about how to spend your money, your resources, and this and that. And I have definitely decided that I want to outfit my little Honda Fit. Outfit my Fit. I love puns. Outfit my Fit for stealth living and for the digital nomad life, whether I decide to do that or not. This is a chance for me to decide which things I have in my possession right now that can be used in my vehicle. And also, if I get part-time work, I may continue to do some online tutoring or other sorts of online work. And so I just feel like it's a good opportunity right now, while I have things around me, to go through them and see how I can set up my little fit for living. Also, my son, with whom I'm living, has decided that he does not want to renew the lease here. So I was given, I guess, a chance to prepare. I have about 5 months left before I'll need to be moving again. And so that has been a push, definitely a push, to start evaluating what I have. Do I want to move this again, even if I go into an apartment? Do I want to at least weed out a great deal of what I own and get rid of things? I've done it before many times in my life, but there are things that I did not take the time to go through when I moved here that I have in boxes and notebooks and things. What do I want to do with those? And how much time will it take me to clear them out and really make a decision to keep things, as William Morris says, you know, that are beautiful or useful, or preferably both, since Little Car Lifestyle is about finding affordable beauty in a small space. So the way things look and feel, to me, is really an important part of my life. So I have this opportunity and this deadline that was not expected, that's going to push me into making decisions about where I live, how I live, and what I hold on to, and how I can, I guess, make use of the things I own, and also try to preserve some things that may not work very well in my car at this point in time that I don't want to get rid of. So I have decisions to make about those things too. So here I am, and that's a catch up. I have not made many videos during this hiatus because I've been studying and moving around and traveling and helping out my parents and starting a new job, basically being a contractor and a self-employed person, and lots of stuff to keep me occupied. But as always, I've discovered God is good, and I am still in tiny spaces, small spaces, working that out. I actually have emptied out my car except for items that I am rearranging in there and trying to see whether they work for me in a new setup, and looking into how to solve problems that I discovered when I was on the road for most of 3 months, through October of last year and all the way into January. Things like staying warm and how to get power when I need it and stuff like that. So I have lots going on, which I hope to share with you. And in all of this, There's joy and a deep sense of excitement about the changes, not negative things, but excitement and peace. And I'm learning to depend more, or depend's not a good word, pay more attention to what I'm feeling. Does this feel like a good thing? Am I excited or interested or made happy about this? Or does this fill me with the kind of sense of dread because I'm overwhelmed and I'm going to feel trapped if I take this job, or trapped if I get this apartment, and I don't want to go there again. So it's really a lot. It's been a lot like, putting my fingers on my pulse during this time and learning about what works for me, what doesn't work for me, what excites me, what doesn't, what interests me, what doesn't, and to come to grips with the fact that talking about tiny spaces and like being adventurous and kind of the pioneer and in a very controlled small space is something that has been with me since I read The Boxcar Children when I was 9, and it's still there. And I am excited to have watched so many videos about other people who are interested in this kind of lifestyle and love solving these little puzzles and conundrums about how to do this by ourselves, or how to do this by ourselves, or how to use this space wisely. And I really hope to add something to that content that's out there by talking about beauty, order, joy, meaning, whimsy, comfort, coziness, and just truly finding a fulfilling side to all this little car living. So it's good to be back. I'm going to post this. I hope to post more about some that I did not post earlier, that I made earlier in the year, and also new things as I work on my little Fit, my little Claire, and get her up to snuff for a new stage. So God bless all of you. Good to talk to you again, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.